we have Siddharth Bharadwaj joining us from Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in New Delhi, where the event is going to take place today. Well, Siddharth, as the nation marks 150 years of a national song, Vande Mataram, could you take us through the key highlights of today's inauguration ceremony led by Prime Minister himself?
Well, first of all, a very good morning to you, Lupakshi. And 150, the number, it seems like it's very, very important this year because, if you remember a few days back, we celebrated the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And today, the nation is celebrating 150 years of Vande Mataram, which means, Mother, I bow to thee. It's a very, very significant number, 150. And, it tells a lot about India's freedom struggle. It tells a lot about how our freedom fighters have struggled, to get this country free from the colonial shackles. So that is the significance of Vande Mataram, which is our national song. And certainly today's day will go down in history in golden words. And it's very, very important, Lipakshi, for the younger generations, for the growing generations, who are growing up to actually know the significance of this national song, to know how the country has come the long way, how the country, the freedom fighters have struggled, they sacrificed their life to get the country free from the colonial shackles. And today, India is on a altogether a different tangent. The way the country is progressing is absolutely phenomenal. Today, the world looks at India. Today, we are excelling in every sector. Today, Bharat is excelling in every sector. You name the sector and we are there. Be it agriculture, be it textile, be it defense, be it healthcare, be it space, science and technology. You just name the sector and India is progressing. And the way the other countries want to collaborate with India is absolutely phenomenal, especially in the past 10-11 years. If you remember, Lipakshi, in the past 10-11 years, the way the country has progressed is absolutely amazing. And of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be coming here, in the celebration, and he'll be inaugurating the commemoration of the year-long celebrations of our national song, Vande Mataram. Around 11,000 people are expected to come here, and together, when they will sing Vande Mataram, it will create a sense of unity. Like I was just mentioning, we celebrated Unity Day, and today when so many people will together sing Vande Mataram, it will create a sense of unity. Lipakshi, talking about this song Vande Mataram, it was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in the year 1875. It was first sang by Rabindranath Tagore in the year 1896, and it was first used as a political slogan in August in 1905, and was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 24th of January in 1950. So yeah, definitely the country needs to know, and it creates a sense of unity when together the entire country, not just people here in the IG Stadium, when the entire country will together sing Vande Mataram, it will create a sense of unity, sense of national pride, a sense of patriotism, which is very, very important. And this has always been the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, including his vision of Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat. And this is coming at a time when India is walking on the path of self-reliance, which is also known as Atmanirbharta, when it is aligning with the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, which means that by 2047, when India will be celebrating its centenary of its independence, the country will be able to manufacture everything under the sun. So that is where India is progressing, and it's taking giant strides. When you talk about science and technology, for example, when you talk about the space sector, recently ISRO has launched India's heaviest communication satellite, CMS-03, with the rocket LVM-3. And this is the heaviest communication satellite launched from the Indian soil. That goes on to show that how the country is progressing in the field of science and technology and space sector. When you have collaboration with space agencies like NASA, for example, the NISAR satellite, Earth observing satellite, and you see the defense manufacturing also is taking giant strides. The indigenous defense manufacturing and healthcare sector, different schemes launched by the government. People are really, really happy, and they just want to praise how the country is progressing now. And we had a word with some people here who have just come, to take part in these celebrations. They are saying that we so want to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but yeah, of course, because of the security reasons, that's not possible. But it tells a lot about how they are feeling about the country and how they're feeling about how India is progressing in various sectors. So definitely, and when we talk about Vande Mataram, it was initially used, during the Swadeshi movement and anti-partition movement, but later on it became the anthem later on it became anthem. So definitely we need to know the significance of Vande Mataram, and today is a very, very important year when everyone will be together singing Vande Mataram, and will be creating a sense of national pride and unity as well, Lipakshi. So
absolutely,
definitely it will
Siddharth,
go down in history in golden words, and everyone is really, really happy here in the stadium. Everyone is very excited to sing national song of India, and definitely, like I said, it tells a lot about how the country is progressing. It tells a lot about the national unity. It tells a lot about how together we can achieve goals which seems impossible. So nothing is impossible when you are together. Nothing is absolutely impossible when you sing this song. Nothing is absolutely impossible when together we progress on the path of self-reliance. Lipakshi, back to you.
Absolutely, Siddharth, an extremely significant day, especially for the younger generations, as you also mentioned. The Prime Minister himself called Vande Mataram a stirring call that inspired the generations. And how is this spirit of patriotism being reflected in the celebrations across the country also, Siddharth? Today we understand that a commemorative stamp and coin is also going to be released on this occasion.
Definitely, Lipakshi. So the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, like I just mentioned, will be inaugurating, the commemoration of year-long celebration of our national song. So it will be done in 4 phases. And like you've also mentioned, the commemorative stamp will also be launched. So basically, it creates, like I said, it creates a sense of patriotism. It creates a sense of national pride. It creates a sense of unity. And like Vande Mataram means, Mother, I bow to thee. So when the entire country together will sing Vande Mataram, it will certainly give goosebumps to the entire world, certainly because it creates a sense of unity. It will show that how united Bharat is and how progressive Bharat is today in today's modern era, and how Bharat is progressing in every sector. Like I just mentioned, you name the sector and we are there. You name the sector, defense, textile, agriculture, healthcare, and we are there. So, the way this country is progressing and the way people are doing wonders and the way organizations are doing wonders. So it's a shining example of India's development and how India today is shining on the global map. Today, the world leaders look at India. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, under his vision, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision, the country is progressing like anything, and world leaders are also acknowledging this. We can see when Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes to other country, the kind of respect he gets, the kind of love he gets from the Indian diaspora. It's absolutely phenomenal. Even I have covered some foreign trips, and I myself have seen the fan following, the popularity, the love for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And when he meets and greets children, and when we talk about the collaboration between two countries, when you get to know that MOU has been signed in this field and MOU has been signed in that field, you certainly get to know that how the country is progressing and shining on the global map today.
Absolutely,
and
the
today
country
is a very, very significant
shining
day
on the
when
global map,
country is
Siddharth, and
celebrating
an extremely important
years.
day today. Thank you so much for all the details from there, and we'll keep taking more throughout the day.